All right, a great essay by distinguished historian Victor Davis Hanson, How Trump Can Win or Lose the Election. Joining us now is the aforementioned Victor Davis Hanson, Hoover Institute Senior Fellow. Victor, welcome back to the show. So what's the thesis? I mean, I'm going to ask you how he did yesterday at the presser. Did he hit the right spots? But you're basically seeing two things, as I understood. I read your essay. He's got to hit hard on her vulnerabilities on policy issues, but he's also got to tout his own. I mean, we're talking about tax cuts in the first segment and, of course, closing the border and restoring law and order and getting the economy moving again. So what you think? First of all, how did he do yesterday?
Well, he did well in the sense that he was on his feet and he fielded anybody who wanted a question for an hour. And that is in dire contrast with both Harris and Walz. So that brings home the point that he's out there, fair game, and they're not. And they have the added bonus of a protective media, and he has a hostile media. That said, I think he needs to emphasize, with only 85 days left, just what you said. He's got to stick to two themes: what he did in the past compared to Biden-Harris and what that will be carried on in the future, and that these are the two most left-wing candidates we've ever seen, really, in the modern era, and what they will do. And he's got to avoid the generic adjectives like she's stupid or they're a disaster. He has to qualify that and give us some detail. If he says she's stupid and she can't answer questions, he needs to say, why is it that she will not go out there and, like most normal candidates, 5 or 6 times a month, meet the press? But otherwise, it just sounds like a generic trashing. And he should know that she can call him a predator every day, and the media thinks that's fine. He says that she's stupid, and then he's portrayed as racist. But the real subtext is he doesn't have time. He only has 85 days to define these people for who they are.
Yeah, I mean,
he needs a Lee Atwater approach, 1988.
I know. I love that line, by the way. He was an old pal of mine. You know, it's funny because I don't really think she's stupid. I think she's mistaken. I think she's very badly mistaken on all these, left-wing progressive policies. So you're writing here, Mr. Trump must hammer away that Biden-Harris has left us with $1.2 trillion in yearly interest bill on the debt, higher interest rates, 10 million unaudited, illegal, and often dangerous aliens, a non-existent border, prices on staples essential to life like food, fuel, power, housing, insurance, and so forth and so on. Right. Now, I think he got some of that done last night. Not quite. I myself would give it about a B+. But I mean, the point you just made, a lot of friends of mine say this to me, leave the personal stuff alone. Frankly, I don't think she's stupid, but I just think she's wrong. And I think she would do, this is just my editorial, she's wrong, and if elected, would lead the country down the wrong road. That's the way I look at it, and I'd love to hear him say that.
Yes, and you can use the personal invective if it's connected with a policy. So he could say she's naive and dangerous because these policies will make life worse for the middle class, and she's deluded. But when you say something generic and colorless like she's stupid, it just comes across as fodder from the media to detract another day, another 8 hours from the critical window that he has to redefine them. Remember, Dukakis was ahead 17 points against George Bush in 1988, and they only had about 3 months, and Lee Atwater said, he's not a technocrat, there's no Massachusetts miracle, he's not just non-ideological, he's a hardcore liberal Boston, and here's how. And he ran those ads, and Bush won by almost 8 points. So it can be done, but you have to be disciplined. And there's not a lot of time, and he's going to be outspent.
Just one last one, quickly, Victor. You're saying to Mr. Trump, he should ask Harris, you own these policies, so why are you suddenly ashamed rather than proud of what you did? I love that, right? She owned she was the co-pilot for inflation, for the border, for the crime, for the overseas collapse, right? She was the co-pilot. Why is she running from them?
Exactly. He needs to say not just that you let in 10 million, but aren't you proud that you did this? What was the point behind it? You should be bragging because you did it. And he should say, you gave us 20 to 30% inflation. Was that spread the wealth, or what was the logic behind it? Why don't you brag about it? But why are you now retreating from the damage you did to Americans? Because you didn't think it was damage, apparently, or you wouldn't have done it so brazenly. But he has to call her out on it, make her own it, make her proud of what she did. But no time for invective, because
Right.
the time is growing short in this campaign.
Thank you. Victor Davis Hanson, terrific stuff.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.